What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for tuning in. Super exciting video for me. It's been about like a month or so since the last time I uploaded the video of the house on YouTube. And today's pretty important because after today, drywall is going up and you won't be able to see anything that's going on behind drywall. And since the last time I uploaded, we have full electrical, full HVAC, full plumbing. And then they just started bat insulation and sealing everything. Let's go check it out. We'll do a complete walk through the house, show you what we got going on. All right, guys, so the exterior of the house has not changed very much. Honestly, I can't remember if there were shingles on the house last time I was here or not. I'm not 100% certain. There is a bunch of electrical stuff all along the outside as far as like wires for cameras, spotlights, things of that nature. Honestly, I'm not gonna do any of that stuff today. It's super hot outside and the outside of the house is kind of boring compared to what we got going on the inside of the house. So they did finally hang a man door because that was just a, basically a boarded up piece of nothing. So man door's there. Obviously we still have the big old bang door here for the garage door. But since we are on this side, you can see light, stuff like that, right? We walk into the door, the camera on the iPhone will adjust. You can see bat insulation basically on all the living quarters. We did not pay them to insulate the rest of the garage. I honestly have no clue what that would cost, but at some point we do have to stop. We do have to cut our losses at some point because, man, this house could cost $3 million if you just keep adding and adding and adding. So can't remember when I was here last time if I showed you guys like all the outlets and stuff that we did add. Outlets. We got 50 amp running over that way. And, since last time I know for sure, they did foam behind every single outlet in the wood everywhere where, the electrical stuff runs. They did foam everywhere where there was a seam in any kind of wood. So, that stuff is pretty nice to have. You can see, outlet for garage door opener, attic access, things of that nature. But basically, you're going to walk in this way, and they have all the door swings pretty much drawn out, right? Door swings over this way, T for tile. This whole mud room is going to get tile. You can see insulation and stuff like that in here as well. This ends up being just like a spot for like our cat litter boxes. This ends up being laundry. And you can see they have all the outlets and everything hooked up there. They actually have all the vents currently just kind of blocked off for the time being. But the electrical guys did an awesome job. They ran everything super nice. You're kind of walking out here. You got steps down this way, but come over this way. We do have, master bedroom, and you can see C for carpet. You can see all the insulation in here. You could see where we actually paid. Well, I'm pretty sure it was free. We had them block everything up top. We're going to hang a TV up here. So just some extra support so that way you could support the weight of the TV. But all the recessed lights up top. Got a bunch of recessed lights. That's actually a fan box, but recessed light there and here and there and there. You walk into like our little hallway here. Recessed light up there, but this is going to be linen closet. My wife's master closet, if you will. You'll see that gets C for carpet, I believe. And that looks like they laid out kind of like where the shelves are going to go. Vent, of course. So I don't believe they're not done with all of this. I don't think. I'm not sure exactly how that works, but I know they started it at least. And then you'll see you go into the master bathroom where it's T for tile. You got a vent, all this insulation. We did add recessed light above the master shower, which is awesome. But here's what's nice. You can see how they foam literally any kind of crease just to prevent, any air leaks or anything like that. And I did find out, I was curious what all this was around everything. And that's going to be basically when all the drywall is hung. That's going to be kind of like a sealant for air, behind drywall and whatnot. But you'll see light and light. Those are both vanity lights for the sink and whatnot. A bunch of switches over this way. The fans are vented up and out and through, which is awesome. And then, like for example, these are all questions we were asking too. We did do a 2-hour. Oh yeah, that's an ERV vent. Something with like, man, I'll be honest with you guys. About 2 weeks ago, we did like a full 2-hour walkthrough with the home builder to explain literally everything. And I wanted to do this video right after we did that, because they had actually really good explanations on why they do this, what this is, what that is. And I just came back from vacation. I just drove like 2,000 miles. And I'm over here just kind of like on a whim because I'm late running to my next thing I have to do. So I'm basically just trying to bust this out real quick, and I can't think of anything. So I apologize. I hope this video isn't too dumb. I'm trying to get through some of this stuff, but let's go. But yeah, like I said, there is ERV vents. I honestly forget what it stands for, but I think it lets the house breathe somehow, because you have your normal vents that return and everything. And I do remember him saying that typically the AC and everything comes in from the window side and comes in. Your returns are going to be there, but ERV does something. There's another one of these over there. But this ends up being the pantry. And you'll see that's getting LVP. Door's going to swing over this way. We got freaking shelves and all that fun stuff. Got blocking on this wall because we're actually hanging some stuff up that way. Man, the electrical guys just did honestly, I think these guys did awesome. I mean, there's your box. Everything's done. And like, look how nice and tidy all of this is to go up and out. And like I said, everything's freaking insulated, which is awesome. This house should be pretty tight. So this ends up being like kitchen area, and you can see we have a bunch of stuff going on here, right? You do got some wires coming out of the ground. That's going to be for our outlets and everything for the island. You'll see over on this way, well, on this side, water for the fridge, outlet for the fridge. Swing over this way, outlet for microwave. We did end up running like a gas line out for the stove, a bunch of outlets and stuff that way. And the cabinet guys did come through and draw out all of our cabinets and stuff that we got going on here, which is also pretty nice. But see, a bunch of lights in the kitchen. Got a light above the sink. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 lights up there that are like the recess. We got 3 pendant lights that are gonna hang down for the island. Like, this is gonna turn out pretty good. I even did something pretty stupid. I put an outlet all the way up here, kind of above the cabinets. Our cabinets do not go all the way to the ceiling, which is perfectly fine with me. So there's gonna be a space above there. So I ran an outlet so I could put some accent lighting and stuff like that up there, which I think would be pretty cool. And since we are looking up into the attic, into the ceiling, I was curious what this is, like all this kind of like cardboard looking stuff. And essentially that's kind of like a baffle. Like, once everything gets spray foamed up there, right behind all that, it's actually going to let the roof breathe, from my understanding. So like, that's there on purpose, because once all the insulation and stuff's there, they don't want it to be super, super tight, because you need your roof to breathe, of course. You need air to go all the way up to the vents and stuff like that. So that's some kind of baffle to do that, if you will, right? So from kitchen, doors, those aren't our actual doors. We go into living room, and same thing. We did recess, 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 recess. Big old outlet on the wall for the TV, and then we also have the blocking back there so we can hang the TV and support the weight. And we actually did just pay to have bat insulation on each side of basically the bedrooms where it connects to the living space. And honestly, all that is just to make sure that, you know, we don't have a bunch of sound going in. If we're watching a Steeler game here, carrying on, there's a child sleeping in that room, we don't want them to hear us, you know, scream awesome stuff when Pat Fryer moves, catches a touchdown, and does some cool stuff. So either way, moving on this way into dining room and stuff, you'll see same thing, insulation. We did have them block a bunch there. My wife bought a massive like mirror that we're gonna hang up on that wall. And honestly, they're supposed to be blocking here, but I think they misread that and just put blocking there on that side for what we got going on up there. So I do got to make a note of that, but it's just kind of cool. Like, they literally put sealant, like foam sealant, around everything. I mean, it's sealed up pretty good, like between every single joist that meets. I mean, they put some time into sealing this house, which I think is super, super cool. Walk in this way. Closet door here. We got to mess with some shelving in here. Did put a light up here, of course, because it would get dark otherwise. And going this way, LVP, you do have one vent there. This ends up being for just like a half bath. And they do have blocking back on all the bathrooms too. So that way, like, this is going to be for like a hand towel and things of that nature, right? Like some of the other bathrooms, where's it at? Like, that's going to be there. So that way it hangs like the toilet paper holder or things of that nature, right? This, I think it looks pretty good. I know I'm flying through this, but I don't want to make these videos crazy long, and for some reason I forget about everything I was supposed to do. So insulation, you can see how all that is in this bathroom. This bathroom is tile. Looks like they got the tubs kind of covered up for the time being while they do drywall so people don't break it. This room's the same, and it's actually kind of nice because you don't even hear, there's no echoes left in these bedrooms because like all this insulation, which is crazy what that does. But I think the guys did a really, really, really good bang up job. Like I said, I do apologize because I'm like, man, I got to get over there to film a video so bad. And then like I come here to film a video and I got like nothing. I'm just like airheading this whole thing. I don't know what's going on, but at least I'm getting some walk around, some video evidence before drywall goes up. So we're going to try to walk downstairs. I did bring a flashlight to see what we can see downstairs and kind of roll from there. All right, rolling downstairs, and there's blocking on these walls for hand railing, of course. Ooh, it's nice and cool down here, but walking downstairs, you can see where the panel goes. All the home runs are going to come right in that way. It's locked currently because we don't have access to that. But basically, this is the basement, man. Trap clean out for the septic system. You can see all the piping and everything that goes in this way. There are vents in the basement, which is nice. You can see all the spray foam insulation they did. Yeah, like all the HVAC stuff runs through there. I think it looks good. Bunch of lights. I think I got like 6 lights down here for the time being. Obviously, we'll add more when we finish this thing in. Back door, future plumbing for bathroom down here. Yeah, man, I like it. No furnace or anything yet. I don't have any of that stuff going on, but we do have a dehumidifier just running down here because it's kind of nice. They do sit here and test a bunch of stuff, right? They'll be testing the, how wet the wood is and things of that nature, just so that way, we know it's not too wet to build on, things in that. And you'll see even on like the back porch deck, or the back deck, whatever, the back here, we got a bunch of recessed lights out there as well, box for ceiling fan, things of that nature. And honestly, I'm kind of forcing myself to wrap this up because honestly, I'm just gonna sit here and blab about probably nothing, but I wanted to get out here real fast before drywall goes up. I know it's been a few weeks since I've been out here last, and I think the guys are doing a good job. I love how everything's sealed up very well. I love all the lights. Everything's looking good there. HVAC plumbing, I mean, I think it's looking great. Installation's starting to look great. It's really starting to sound detonate this place. There's no echo or anything anymore. It's looking pretty good. So I apologize because I'm not very specific on all this stuff. I should have come here and done this 2 weeks ago when I wanted to, after we did our 2-hour meeting on exactly what everything is, because that would be pretty cool. But unfortunately, I just didn't get out this way. So I apologize for that. But either way, I'm going to sign off for now. Once we get some drywall and stuff up, I will be back. We'll check the place out, see what it's looking like, and kind of go from there. If you have any questions, please let me know. Or if you say, oh, hey, why didn't you show this? I'll come back over here and show this because I guess I'm just kind of in a brain fog today. So I apologize for that, but I wanted to get something out before the drywall started. Thank you guys for watching the video. Subscribe, join the family, join the old house build here behind me, and we'll see you guys next video. Peace.